Right now, new Jimmy Kimmel's long-running late-night show pulled from the air. We have new reaction from the president and the entertainment world. Plus, how President Trump is wrapping his state visit to the UK by spending the day with the British Prime Minister. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Spreiter. There are new allegations this afternoon against a former Riverdale teacher and coach after he resigned in July amid grooming allegations. New information reveals hundreds of personal texts to a student and claims of inappropriate behavior, but prosecutors are not pressing charges. The texts were not sexual in nature, but many were personal. The student says he would always hug her after games, told the student he loved her, and asked to kiss her. The Muscadet police chief sent the evidence to the Grant County District Attorney. News 3 Now obtained an email from the DA to the police chief on the case. It reads, quote, "While it appears to me that he was probably acting inappropriately as a teacher and a coach, I don't think there is a case that can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt," adding that the school would need to decide on whether they would fire him. The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction lists his teaching license as under investigation. Right now, authorities are investigating a tragic incident in the Wisconsin Dells. A man fell into the Wisconsin River overnight near Broadway Avenue around the Riverwalk. They recovered his body around 1:20 this morning. Foul play is not suspected, but the investigation is ongoing. The man's identity is pending family notification. Let's get a first check of your forecast now with First Warn meteorologist Blaze Keller. Still feeling very, very warm out there, Blaze.
That's right, and we're going to track out some of these showers here real quick. We do have a little bit of rain moving through Juneau County into the Camp Douglas area. We'll just take it in closely there. Just south of Camp Douglas, around 90 into Clearfield, as well as Mauston, and then into the Kendall area. We also find a little bit of rain outside of Platteville. These are going to continue to be light in nature and will eventually dissipate as we go further into the afternoon. However, our rain chances, they're going to be sticking with us as we go throughout the rest of Thursday into Friday and then into the weekend as well. There's a look at our temperatures, upper 70s to mid 80s, 85 in the Dells, 83 Lone Rock, 80 in Boscobel, and 79 in Madison and Juneau. It's 85 in Sauk City, 81 in Waunakee. A comfortable 78 there in Stoughton. Now, obviously, there's a big concert going on this evening. Luke Bryan on his Farms tour. If you're going to be heading on out there, take the umbrella with you and take us with you via the First Warn weather app. You can use our interactive radar and you can check that shower chance through about 5 o'clock tonight. But otherwise, Josh and folks at home, it's going to be a wonderful night for some music. Again, a few showers, but I think most of us are going to stay dry, very isolated in nature. But as I mentioned, there is a better chance for rain as we head into the weekend that may impact when the Badgers are set to kick off. So we'll take a look at what we can expect this weekend in the full forecast.
All right, Blaze, we'll see you later. Thank you. Now to continuing coverage on ABC suspending Jimmy Kimmel's long-running late-night show indefinitely. It comes after comments he made about the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Days after police arrested the man suspected of assassinating Kirk, Kimmel claimed that MAGA was, quote, desperately trying to characterize this kid as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it, end quote. In response, FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, a Trump appointee, appeared to threaten broadcasters while speaking on a conservative podcast.
They have a license granted by us at the FCC, and that comes with it an obligation to operate in the public interest. I mean, look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to change conduct, to take action, frankly, on Kimmel. Or, there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead.
Hours later, Nexstar, the country's largest local broadcasting group, announced it would preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live for the foreseeable future on its stations, calling his monologue, quote, offensive and insensitive at a critical time in our national political discourse, end quote. Shortly after, ABC said it would pull its late-night host off the air indefinitely. Here's CBS News legal correspondent Jessica Levinson on the move.
When a private employer takes action against a private employee for speech, that's not a First Amendment issue. That, generally speaking, is an employment-based issue.
President Trump is calling the decision great news for America. Celebrities like Ben Stiller and Jean Smart were quick to defend Kimmel. Comedian Wanda Sykes, who also appeared as a scheduled guest for Kimmel's Guest Wednesday, accused the Trump administration of ending freedom of speech. It is important to note, Nexstar decided to preempt Kimmel's show as it seeks FCC approval for a $6.2 billion merger with another media company, Tegna. Right now, President Trump is wrapping up his historic second state visit to the United Kingdom. He's spending time talking with the Prime Minister, discussing a trade and a new tech deal. The leaders signed a partnership focused on nuclear energy and artificial intelligence, with several U.S. tech giants pledging billions of dollars in investments.
This new accord is already helping spur a massive wave of private sector deals worth over $350 billion alone.
We have huge new investments from NVIDIA, Nscale, OpenAI, Google, Salesforce, and many more.
The leaders also discussed Russia's war on Ukraine and the war between Israel and Hamas. Despite the two leaders' disagreement over a Palestinian state, the Prime Minister stressed that the two nations agree on the need for peace and a roadmap, calling the situation in Gaza intolerable. Coming up next on News 3 Now at noon, how Meta is unveiling its new AI-powered smart glasses. Plus, why Chrysler is recalling thousands of Jeeps.
The Federal Reserve is cutting its benchmark interest rate by 0.25 percentage point. It's the first rate cut since December. The move will bring down the cost of borrowing for consumers, and it comes as the country grapples with a cooling labor market. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell said in a news conference that the Fed expects inflation to tick up to 3% by the end of the year and unemployment to hit 4.5%. The Fed has also signaled intentions to issue 2 more rate cuts this year. Chrysler is recalling more than 160,000 Jeep Wagoneers and Grand Wagoneers because the trim on some doors may detach while in use, increasing the risk of a crash. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the issue is due to an assembly problem and impacts models from 2022 through 2025. A company spokesperson tells CBS News it is not aware of any related accidents or injuries so far. Owners will be notified to take their vehicles to the dealership for a free repair. And Meta has unveiled its new AI-powered smart glasses. The display glasses feature double battery life and sharper display and camera compared to previous models, and speakers that amplify sound. The glasses also include a tiny screen that can be controlled via a wristband, and they feature live captioning and translation for better communication. The new Ray-Ban Meta display glasses will go on sale later this month, starting at $799. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jesse Mitchell.
Here's the stock report at the noon hour. The Dow is up 251 points, NASDAQ up 269, and the S&P 500 up this hour 49. Our Call for Action team will be hosting a telethon later today from 4 to 7 o'clock. You can call in and our volunteers will be live in the building to take action on your behalf. That number to call is 608-270-2833, or you can also submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Well, just ahead at noon, Pam has the farm numbers and Blaze is tracking that first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, how the rate cut by the Federal Reserve this week could impact you moving forward. Welcome back. Let's check in now with the Farm Babe, Pam Bianchi, for the Midwest Farm Report. Boy, it's been ages since I've talked to you, Pam.
I know, I understand. Yesterday I was in Sheboygan Falls chasing some choppers. As soon as I get done with this, I'm heading down towards Dots in Bosco outside of Paoli. Big Luke Bryan concert tonight. They got the old Farm Babe kicked in gear, so maybe I'll see you there. Well, we've got quite a few different things to talk about today. World Dairy Expo is on the horizon, folks, but some of the competitive activities have already happened. The Wisconsin Dairy Products Association's already had their World Dairy Expo Championship Dairy Product Contest. 2 Wisconsinites, companies, I should say, that ended up as grand champions. Lake Country Dairy Schumann Cheese, way up in Turtle Lake, took home the grand champion in the cheese and butter category. And congratulations also to Alan Kirshner, owner and founder of Kirshner Dairy. Our premium ice cream location is up in Chautauqua, and their peanut butter chocolate ice cream was the grand champion in that category. There was also a yogurt from Vermont that brought home a grand champion title from Cabot Creamery Cooperative. So, again, it's not just about the cows in the center ring. World Dairy Expo bringing some of the finest dairy products as well to Wisconsin. Also, want to remind you, World Dairy Expo is indeed on the horizon. If you don't see the Farm Babe on TV, it's because I'm going to be out there up to my belly button with beautiful bovines and wonderful people from around the world. The road to Madison, that's the theme for World Dairy Expo this year. It's all going to get started September 30th through October 3rd. So by the time you get to the end of next week, you'll probably see a lot of livestock trailers coming in because the cattle will arrive the end of next week. Well, we are talking a little bit about cattle today. I was visiting this morning with one of my dairy brokers, Bryce Windecker, who's a dairy farmer himself in New York State and also works for Everag. He said dairy producers have noticed that their milk check is lower than they may have wanted at this time of the year. One thing that you may want to realize is that if you're counting on the beef side of your operation to help offset some of those milk prices, he said maybe now is a time to protect those beef prices. He said if you look at consumer sentiment and how much money they are ready to spend on their groceries and unemployment trends, you might want to make sure that that beef side of your dairy margin is protected through some of the contract opportunities in the marketplace. Just note to self. Barrel cheese is unchanged today in Chicago. 40-pound block cheese down a quarter at $168 1/4. The AA butter on a Thursday down a half at $180 1/2 per pound. So there you go. I'm going to go pretend I'm 20 years younger and kick up my heels out in a farm field with Luke Bryan and a couple thousand of his best friends. So we'll see what I look like tomorrow.
Oh, you still got it, Farm Babe. You still got it.
I don't know. I feel like I gave it away, but we'll see.
All right. Well, you have fun. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks.
Well,
Thanks,
as mentioned, today country artist Luke Bryan is making his return to Klondike Farms in Brooklyn as part of that farm tour. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says there will be heavy traffic with more than 13,000 people expected to attend. If you're heading to the concert, be sure to use event parking. Additional parking will be available at the intersection of Highways 92 and 14. Drivers should follow those posted signs and avoid walking along the highway for safety, of course. And if you're not attending the concert, you're probably going to want to take an alternate route. Parking opens at 2, gates open at 5, and that show kicks off at 6. Well, now to your certified most accurate forecast. Here's First Warn meteorologist Blaze Keller. And it's Thursday. You know what that means?
Yes,
Who do we have here?
Oh, this is Dawn. I'm going to, now that I see where his little feet are, I'll hold his little feeties up. But, his tail's wagging. He's just so cute. He's got a little green mark on his head because, as Lisa was telling me, he's got a couple other siblings that look exactly like him. So we needed to know who this little cutie was. This is Dawn, and we're going to learn more about him in just a minute. Oh, he's so sweet. I could kiss him all day, but I got to talk about the weather. Don't I, little Dawn? It is going to be a little bit rainy over the next couple of days, especially over the weekend. We're going to see a better chance for those scattered showers as we head into Friday and then further into Saturday and Sunday. Big picture-wise, Dawn and folks at home, this is what's happening. Low pressure out in the Dakotas is pretty much going to ride along I-29, stretching from Sioux Falls into North Dakota. It's going to fall apart, and as it does, that scattered shower chance is eventually going to move its way eastward. Starting out Friday with a few showers, that will continue into the afternoon, and then by the evening hours Friday into Saturday, we get a better chance for more of those scattered showers and thunderstorms, don't we? Not expecting anything in the way of severe weather, but you may want to take that umbrella with you as you're heading out Saturday and then Sunday as well, because we are going to be dealing, as you're seeing here on Future Track, with a little bit more green on the radar here. So definitely take the First Warn Weather app with you, take that interactive radar, and before you head on out, you can always check to see if there's any showers impacting where you live. I don't think the shower chance is going to impact any concert goers tonight, but as we head into the weekend, especially on Saturday with the Badgers, we may be dealing with a few showers. Tonight, though, as I mentioned, maybe an isolated shower or two, mainly along the Mississippi River. Again, that's where this high-pressure system is not impacting. So that's where there's a little bit more upward motion into the atmosphere, and that's where we can get more of those showers and those clouds to develop, can't we, Mr. Dawn? you could use a little Dawn in your forehead, get some of that green away. We're going to be watching, though, as that high pressure system moves on out of here, and that's going to allow those showers to really develop their way eastward as we head into the weekend. So tailgating as the Badgers take on the Maryland Terrapins, mid to upper 60s. Again, a shower or two can't be ruled out. Kickoff, we're going to be dealing with a few showers as well, and then I can't stop watching his tail wag. It's so cute. And then a few thunderstorms after, of course, the Badgers win. In terms of rain, we're looking at a healthy dose of probably a half an inch or an inch of rain, aren't we? Marked by those blues. A few isolated spots of maybe a half an inch or so, because again, we are going to be dealing with on and off showers throughout the weekend, which is coming at a good time, because now about 5% of Wisconsin is underneath abnormally dry conditions. Not drought conditions, but we are beginning to kind of get into that pattern where we haven't had a whole lot of rain recently, so we could use a little bit, and it's coming at a good time with the latest drought conditions being unfortunately expanding across Wisconsin. There is a look at our 7 and 10 day forecast. Once we get through the weekend, we do look to dry on out, and we continue to hang out in those 70s as we go into next week.
That tail wag has me thinking of that song on TikTok. I'm a happy dog.
He's just so sweet. He smells so cute. Oh, I love him.
Oh, we're going to learn more about Don coming up here in just a few minutes. Blaze it, Don. Thank you. After the break at noon, we'll introduce you and learn more about our Pet of the Week from the Dane County Humane Society. Well, it's time for Potentially Yours here on a Thursday afternoon. Lisa Bernard from the Dane County Humane Society is here with Don the dog.
Hi.
And such a cutie. Hi.
He is.
Such a good dog.
He is. So this is Don. He is 4 months. He and his two brothers arrived last week from Texas they were among 17 dogs that we took in. Yeah, and his brothers got adopted, and he's still looking. So
he's gonna find out.
100%.
Yeah,
he did so well on the weather with you.
Yeah.
He's
his little tail.
Yeah, he's a little shy.
Yeah.
He's more calm than what his brothers were. He's still working on his confidence. He likes to take things in and observe.
Calm is okay sometimes, right?
Yeah, but he likes his toys too, and he loves snuggles. He's a snuggler.
Well, who doesn't?
Right. So
Puppies are usually adventure, so how can we bring out the adventure side of him while still kind of like understanding he's shy?
So just working with him on his puppy training, building that bond between you two will help also with building his confidence as you're taking him to new places and exploring new things. A lot of dogs end up being shy. It's socialization of all the different places, people, other pets, your vacuum cleaner.
Maybe the lights in studio.
My dogs still hate our vacuum.
They don't like the vacuum?
Oh, no. Or dusters. So like kind of a slow ease into dog parks or meeting new people.
Yep, and you know, having those treats ready to make it positive. He hasn't been super treat motivated. Like he'll be like, maybe, but I'm not sure. So, you know, also seeing what he likes. Maybe it's a squeaker toy. Maybe it's talking in a high-pitched tone and going, "You so brave, so brave. Yes, you are."
Such a cutie.
He is cute.
We're going to find Donna home.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
I hear the phones ringing.
I was going to say, it's going to be by the end of the day for sure. Oh, thank you, Don, for coming in.
Thank you.
We're going to find Donna home. And hey, we have an update on last week's pet. Rhett the puppy was adopted. We knew that was going to happen as well. So now it's Don's turn. So if you're interested in adopting Don or checking out the other animals at Dane County Humane Society, just go to giveshelter.org. Well, thanks for watching News Right Now at noon. Coming up next is The Bold and the Beautiful. Our next newscast is live at 4. And a reminder, you can always find us streaming 24/7 on Channel 3000+. Make it a great day, and let's find Donna home.
Yes.